Okay, girl. You were cute or whatever. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jada Michelle. Today I went ahead and filmed a nice sultry smoky eye. Perfect for like date night. Yeah. Or something like that. It's just very sultry, no winged eyeliner, just real smoky and a little bit of shimmer and a nude lip. Whatever you want to call that. Sorry, I'm just getting in. I did my makeup like a few hours ago and I'm just getting back in. Me and Rondi went to go eat and went and ate at Hot and Juicy. So I had some shrimp. And I'm tired. But I know I've been on a little hiatus lately. So I apologize again. But I've been really picky about my content. I want everything to be perfect. So I've been working on it. New camera, new backdrop, new lighting, everything. I'm a perfectionist. So I am going to be more consistent with my content. So if you guys have any ideas or stuff that you want to see, then comment down below. Make sure you also subscribe. That way you guys can always stay up to date on my videos, and also turn on the little notification, the little bell thing. It's like up here in the corner where you can get notifications when I upload new videos. So I'll be doing them once a week now, y'all. So right for me. But I have been away for a little bit. If you guys follow me on social media, then you know why. With that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. I'm going to jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so I have already done my eyebrows, and on my lips right now, I have this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. So this stuff is really good. It definitely, I feel like, plumps my lips a little bit, especially like my top lip is like, I don't know. My lips are kind of small. My nose is small. My eyes are small. I wasn't blessed with big juicy lips, y'all. So I use this just to kind of give them a little plump. This does, depending on your skin sensitivity, this can irritate you. Like when I first started using it, it would burn my eyes. I mean, it would burn my lips really bad. So, but I would just power through it and then take it off after like 10 minutes before, like, you know, but now I kind of got used to it. So it doesn't really irritate me that much anymore, but it would burn, like actually burn my lips. Like it's kind of burning right now, but I'm kind of used to it. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I use a concealer. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This concealer, y'all, is this is bomb. Like I was using the Tarte Shape Tape, but this, especially because under my eyes gets dry, it's so good. It's very moisturizing. But I'm using the color Warm Beige. And I used it actually to like clean up under my eyebrows as well. I do my eyebrows off camera just to save a little time. But if you guys want like an eyebrow tutorial, then let me know down below. But I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out all over my eyelid. Okay, now that I pat it all over my eyes, I'm just going to take this blending brush from e.l.f. It's really old. And I'm just going to further make sure it's blended in. This brush blends out concealer real well. I just want to make sure it's not going to be patchy because this concealer is kind of thick. So I want to make sure it's patchy. And then I'm going to go in, I'm using this NYX, what is this called? It's a setting powder. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. There you go. Setting powder in the color Banana. I'm just going to take a little bit and just kind of set the concealer. Not too much. I'm going to be using this Morphe palette here. This is the 35M Boss Mood palette. I've been using it a lot since I purchased it because it has a wide variety of colors, as y'all can see. It's very versatile, I would say. And then they have, along with the sparkle colors, they have matte colors that are kind of in the same color family, which I like a lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take this like light brown color right here, and we're gonna use that as our transition. And if you guys see me like looking or facing this way, it's because my mirror is right here. I can't really put it in front of me because then it'd be in the view of the camera. So that's why I'm kind of like looking this way. But to blend it out, I'm gonna use this Morphe M505 blending brush. And I'm just gonna blend that softly in the crease area. I need my eyebrows shaved. I don't get them waxed anymore because I barely have any eyebrows. One of the last times I got them waxed, I misunderstood what the lady was asking. She asked me if I wanted them thin, and I'm like, well, isn't that the purpose of me coming here? Is to get them waxed. I don't want thick eyebrows. But she meant thin. So ever since then, my eyebrows have not grown back correctly. So I just kind of shave them and shape them myself because I've been so afraid. Okay, so now that I have that built up, the next color I'm going to take is like this plum cranberry looking color right here. And I'm going to blend that kind of in my inner crease area. Well, not inner tear duct crease, but my outer crease and closer to my eyelid. And I'm going to use my Morphe M433. I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush to do this. So for this, I just start on the outer corner of my eye and kind of blend it up towards my crease. Not as high up as I placed the first color. And just blend the rest out in like windshield wiper motions. And it's going to kind of somewhat cover my eyelid a bit too. Okay, so now that I have that on, to darken this look up just a little bit more, I'm going to go back into the same palettes. And I'm just going to use this dark plum color right here. And I'm going to use the same Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna be real gentle with this color because the thing is with darker colors, you always want to start off light and then build up. It's easier to transition it from lighter to dark than it is from dark to light. It's like damn near permanent, so that's a mistake you don't want to make. But same thing, I'm just gonna go into like my inner or the outer V area and kind of blend that up, but I'm just gonna stay right here. Okay, now that I have that placed where I want it and built up, it's not too dark. So I'm going to go in with this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Black Bean. And I'm just going to apply it on my lid a little bit. It doesn't matter if you place it on messy or not, because what we're going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe M167 brush. It's a flat like shading brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that Black Bean out all over my lid. And apply just a little bit more because I want it to be a little darker. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color as a base for the eyeshadow or the lid color. Okay, so now that I have that built up to my liking, I'm going to take the same brush just on the other side. And I'm going to go in with this shimmer like plum color right here. And what I'm going to do just to make this color pop even more, I'm just going to take some setting spray. I have this Mario Badescu, I don't know if I ever pronounced that correctly. And I'm just going to spray it on the eyeshadow on the brush. And just go ahead and place it over where we put the black. Okay, so because I want this color to be just a tad bit more purple instead of on the reddish cranberry side, I'm going to go in with this other shimmer color right here at the bottom. If my camera will focus. Right here. And I'm going to place that on top of where we placed the first shimmer color. I'm going to do the same thing, just spray it with my brush. And I'm just going to go in with my M433 brush and blend out any sharp edges with no additional product on here. Okay, so my camera stopped recording, but I went ahead and applied my lashes. The lashes I have on are by Ardell. They're like the wispies, but I like put 2 together. I'm pretty sure. I'll have it down below in the description box which lashes these are, but I stacked 2 on top of each other. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to focus on the face. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with this skincare spray, the Mario Badescu. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and moisturize my skin as well. I like to use this e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. It's nice and creamy. Not creamy, but kind of thick. It's not really watery. So I apply that all over my skin. So to have a good base. Now my skin has been acting super crazy with this pregnancy. As you guys can see, I had like marks from I guess you could say like pimples or whatever they are. But for a while my skin was horrible. I had a rash, and because I was so nauseous too, I was throwing up a lot. Like probably like a few times a day. I couldn't keep any food down. Like I had to take medication or I would be throwing up all the time. And each time I would throw up, I would keep getting like this real red rash all over my skin, my chin, my forehead, my nose, everywhere. Like my skin, I haven't really had skin problems. Growing up, that was one thing I didn't have. I always had clear skin. If anything, the most is just like a little discoloration under my eyes, which we're also going to apply some eye cream as well. It's this L'Oreal Age Perfect Eye Renewal. But if anything, that will be the only thing as far as my skin. And then it's always been dry, but I could always use moisturizer and it'll be fine. I actually enjoy having dry skin, but all of a sudden now my skin wants to be oily. Like I'm a grease bucket. Like I'm still trying to find products and other ways to help me with that. Now for those of you who are like, if you have oily skin, why are you moisturizing your face? The thing is, whether you have oily skin or not, you need to moisturize your face. Actually, not moisturizing your face can make oil secrete even more. So because of the lack of moisture. So it doesn't really help, but under my eyes does get a little dry. And because of the lack of sleep I've been getting lately and the stress I've been going through, my under eye discoloration has been a lot worse with this pregnancy. So, but hopefully my skin will get better once baby girl is here. Now that I have that on, I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin. I'm going to use this NYX Angel Veil primer. And just so y'all know, because I've noticed looking, yeah, I look like I don't got no clothes on. I do have on, it's a halter top. So I'm not just over here beating my face naked or nothing. Just so y'all know. This is really good for oily skin, in my opinion. It kind of like creates a nice mask. Because my skin, as you can see, it's kind of, you can see it from the light hitting my face. You can see some of the, even though I put on the moisturizer, it's still kind of, like it looks really dewy. So this is going to kind of mute some of that dewiness out. But this stuff here is so hard to, I don't know why. I've been using this stuff for years. Well, this is one of the primers I've been using for years. And it's so hard to get any of the product out. Like I have to squeeze it. One time I had to step on it. Like I had to jump on it. Oh. Well, there we go. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my skin. Especially in the areas I get oily the most, which is around my nose, my cheeks. So now that I have that on, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder, and I'm just going to take this Morphe 536 brush. And what I'm going to do, if you guys, I know if y'all black, if y'all are a woman of color, and you watch a lot of YouTube beauty videos, I know y'all know who Jackie Aina is. So what she does is after she applies her primer, she kind of sets it in areas that she tends to get oily the most. So I've been doing that, and it actually kind of helps. I was kind of worried about putting on powder before my foundation, but I just put a light layer on. But it definitely kind of helps, especially in areas like I get my smile lines because I'm always laughing. just around my nose. Especially in the crevices, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, I'll be getting super oily. Okay, so now that I have that on, what I'm going to be using for foundation is this NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. So the color that I have is Warm Honey. And I'm going to use that, and I'm going to first apply it to the back of my hand. I know it's like a new trend. People be like applying foundation on directly to their face. I guess that would be easier. But, you know, if I didn't make things difficult, I wouldn't be me. So I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand first. And then I like to use my finger just to kind of dot it all over. Like I got foundation chicken pox. That was lame. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this beauty blender. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out the foundation all over my face. So now that I have the foundation placed all over my face, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Born This Way foundation in the Warm Honey color. No, that ain't Warm Honey. Warm Beige. Whew. I be out of breath, y'all. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this, of course, in the areas that we want to highlight. So under our eyes. And this stuff is so, like, this is probably my favorite concealer ever that I've ever used. The MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer. That one's a good one too. Not gonna lie to you. That's another one of my favorite ones. I haven't re-upped on it yet because I had been so stuck on LA Girl, you know. But I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. But this concealer is probably like the best I've ever used. And what I always do, as y'all may know, is I wait to blend the concealer under my eyes. I wait to blend it out last. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little thrown off right now because I cleaned my beauty blender earlier. I had to soak it in some Dawn and some like warm water. I'm pretty sure there's still some soap up in here. I'm pretty sure because I can smell the Dawn. It smells like very pungent, like I'm using a dish rag to blend out my makeup. And even when like I'm squeezing it, I don't know if y'all can y'all hear that? You probably can't, but it sounds like there's definitely, I'm about to soak this in some straight up water to get the Dawn out. Okay, so now that I have that on, I'm gonna take the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop setting powder in the color Banana, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender and set underneath my eyes. I normally don't bake, but we're gonna do that today. A little bit, not with too much product. I'm gonna dab it on first, just to get it on there, and then go back on with the second layer and tap it. Because something has got to give with this oil, and I'm telling you, I'm trying all types of things. I try to avoid baking because under my eyes it gets dry, but we're gonna see if that helps us today, y'all. So I'm just gonna leave that under there while we go over our next step, which is to contour. So what I've been using lately is this Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade Light to Medium. I don't know why it was extra like that. And then I'm going to use this Morphe M527 brush, and I'm going to use the color Contour right there. And we're going to go ahead and contour our face. Okay, the cheekbones. I kind of contour a little bit higher up on my cheekbones though. And then kind of blend it along my hairline there. Move this back a little bit. Yes, I'm laying my edges for my wig. Don't judge me. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that around my hairline with the forehead, kind of blending it into where we placed the NYX powder. It's gonna go back and make sure it's nice, and I like to look a little bit like a drag queen, just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go back, even though we didn't bake for that long, I'm just gonna go back and sweep that excess powder with this same brush. Okay, y'all, so my camera cut out again. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and now that we have our powders in place, just to let that sit for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the Morphe palette in the same dark plum color that we used in the outer crease. I'm going to use underneath my lash line on my lower lashes. I have not used actual like eyeliner down there in so long. I don't even really see the need to anymore. I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's necessary, but I don't really do it that much. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. And then once we have that, I'm going to go in with this, the Big Colossal Shot Volume Express Mascara by Maybelline, and apply mascara to my lower lash line. Okay, so now that I have that applied, now we're going to go ahead and highlight. Now to highlight, I actually use this palette from BH Cosmetics. It's the Desert Oasis palette. But they have these two colors in here that I just love, like, more than anything right now. It's the color Utopia and Mirage. Like, this color and this color. And I'm just going to use this old-ass fan brush, and I don't even remember where I got it from. And I'm going to go in with the color Utopia and then a little bit of Mirage and highlight all over my skin. Of course, the areas we normally highlight. Top of our cheekbones. All that good stuff. Now that I have everything on my face applied, I'm just going to go ahead and with the same setting spray and just spray it all over my face to set in my makeup. And then also what I'm going to do, just to kind of add a little bit more pop to my eyes, I'm just going to take, in the same BH Cosmetics palette, I'm just going to take this color Terrain and apply it in my inner corner. Okay, so for lips, I'm actually going to use some NYX products. I'm going to use the lip liner in the color brown, and then their Lip Lingerie liquid lipstick in the color Silk Indulgent. Now, because Silk Indulgent is a little light skin for me, I'm going to go ahead and apply like just a dab of it. And then use my lips and my finger to go ahead and blend the rest of it out. Because nobody got time to be looking like they was kissing powdered donuts, okay? And then to add some gloss to it, I'm using this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Madeline. I'm just going to apply that on top. And I'm just going to reline my lips a little bit, just to blend it in with the lip colors. Okay, girl. You were cute. Oh,